Hey, wonderful fourth graders. I'm going to show you what I would like for you to do this week, and that is to take your practice map test. So first, you're going to be in Schoology. You're going to click on courses, and you're going to click on fourth grade. And then you're going to go to the red folder, which is this week. And this gives you directions of what I would like for you to do, but I'm also making this video. So you're going to click on number 1, which is your practice test. Most of you have all taken this before. You're going to type in grow on the top and grow on the bottom because this is just for the practice test. So first we're going to put in your grade. So you would put in 4 for fourth grade. Let's start with math. And we're going to go to test language English, and then we're going to do test math. Now when we're done with math, you can try the calculator, you can try the protractor, and you can try the ruler just to practice those tools. But first, we're going to do math, and we're going to check this box down here that says text to speech. And then we're going to do the blue arrow. And then it's going to take us to our test. Now, just to remind you, this ear means that it's going to play and it's going to read you the question. This is the pause button. This is the pointer button. So if you point to something and you want to listen to it, it's going to read you what you pointed at. This is your sound. So your volume, if it's too quiet, you can make it louder or you can make it quieter. This is your zoom button to make it bigger or smaller. This is your, oh, let me stop that. So you can take it off by just clicking on it. Your highlighter tool means that you are highlighting words. Your eraser tool means that you can erase it. This is your line reader. You can go up and down to read each line. And this is your notes, so you can take notes. All right. This is your strikeout. So you can strike and say, ooh, I know it's not going to be this one. Ooh, I know it's not going to be this one. So you can take it away so you can see it a couple choices better. So once you've read your question, and remember you can listen to it as many times as you want, make sure you scroll down so that you can see the whole question. We're going to have all that stuff there. And then you're going to pick your best answer. And when you're ready, this is question number 1. Make sure you double check it because once you click on this button, you can't go back. You can't go back and fix anything. So it's really important that you double check, listen to it at least 2 times. You can have a piece of paper and pencil with you when you do your math test so that if you would like to write it down and make sure you have the right answer, that's fine too. When you're ready, you go to the blue arrow to the next question. And it's going to be the same tools. You're going to read it, you're going to do your best guess, and you're going to move on. So I'd like for you to go through all of this practice test and try it all out. When you're done with your math test, like I said, you can go back to fourth grade, go to math, go to English, and I want you to try the calculator, try the protractor, try the ruler. So click on one, go to next, and it should show you how to do that. So up here, here's the calculator. It gives you choices so that you can actually practice using the calculator. And then that way you can practice, and I can exit the test. I also want you to try the other tools in there too. So when you go to your math, we did the calculator, try the protractor, and that's this one. So you can line it up to try to see what is the angle. And so play around with the protractor, make sure you know how to use it. And then the last one for math was, still doing English, the ruler, and try the ruler tool. Clicking the ruler, you can move the ruler, make sure it lines up to 0 so you can see how many centimeters or inches are on the bottom so that you can play around and test it out. Okay, so make sure you do all of the math. And when you're done with the math, then I want you to do the reading. So you're going to do grade 4 and you're going to do reading. and then test language is English, and then your test is just the reading by itself. Do not click on this text to speech because when you take your reading test, it's not going to be read to you. And I want you to take the practice test like you really would take your test. And when you have all this done, go to the blue arrow. And you'll see most of the same tools on the top. You've got your zoom, your highlighter, your eraser, your line reader, your notes, and your strikeouts. When you have a long passage, you will have this scroll. Make sure you scroll down and read the whole passage. You also have to scroll down to see the bottom. So this says question 1, just like we saw in math. Read all of it and make sure you understand. It might have to take 2 times to read it. If it's really long, that's okay. Make sure that you read the question, you answer it, and then you're going to move on to the next one. Once again, you cannot go back. So make sure that you have your best guess, best answer, and then you go on. So you're going to go through this test, do the best that you can, and try to do your practice test. So I want you to do the math one and the reading one so that way you practice how to do both of them so you feel comfortable and confident to do it next week. If you have any problems or questions, please let me know.